What's up, Deep Thinkers? It's Robert from Existence First. And what I want to talk to you about today is a little experiment that I think can be used sort of as a measure of self-awareness. And this test, or this experiment, is called the mirror test. Okay. Briefly, what it is you take an animal, let's say an elephant. You take an elephant and you paint a white X on the forehead of the elephant. Okay, and then you take the elephant, put it in front of a very large mirror. Okay, and what you're looking for is you want to see if the elephant tries to use its trunk to wipe off the X from its forehead. Because if it does, then that suggests that the elephant understands that the image in the mirror is them. Like, they make that connection. They don't think it's some other animal, right? If the animals start to bark or posture or almost fight the mirror, then they clearly recognize it as another animal and not themselves, right? So that's what the mirror test is. And there's only 6 animals that have passed it. Actually, elephants are one of them. The other one is dolphin. Actually, I don't know how that's done. I mean, do they do that underwater, and how do they wipe off the X of the fin, or I don't know. But the other 4 are apes. So chimpanzees, orangutans, bonobos, and humans. Right? We are apes, after all. So that's the mirror test in a nutshell. Now, I had 2 thoughts about this. The first one is I think it's a trip that out of all the animals on planet Earth, only a small handful like that, only a small handful actually realize that the animal in the mirror is themselves. Like what are the rest of the animals doing? Like the entire planet, are they just walking around as robots, just eating things and trying not to be eaten? First of all, that trips me out. Okay. Second thought I had was, seems like a relatively basic or rudimentary measure of self-awareness, right? I mean, can you tell that the thing in the mirror is actually you? I mean, it sounds pretty basic. So what would be a higher level of self-awareness, right? Higher level of self-awareness. Would it be like realizing that your behavior might be in large part a result of your environment and genetics? That seems pretty insightful. But that's also an insight that many people have, right? I mean, people can ask, was it my parenting? Is that why I'm this way? Blah, blah. And it's a relatively common thought. It's not going to win a Nobel Prize for wondering that. But if that was one level, and then that was a second level, there must be a third level. If evolution keeps going, is there what is that higher level of self-awareness? What does that even look like? I mean, already we kind of understand that we're made up of a genetic code, and that this code has evolved through millions of years. That, I mean, give a round of applause to human beings for figuring that one out. I mean, but that's the whole field of evolutionary psychology, and I'll do other videos on that. But you get what I mean? What's that third highest level? That's, if you have any ideas, comment below what your ideas are. What would be ultra level 10 self-awareness? What does that even look like? Right? And then also you can comment why you think that, what is holding us back from reaching that level. I mean, what's holding people back from being more self-aware? Okay. If you're in the San Jose area, make sure you come out on Saturdays for spiritual self-defense. That's where I teach very concrete skills to guard the mind against all of the negative energy and negative influences that surround us. Almost like martial arts, but for the mind. Block, punch. Think of that psychologically. That's what we do every Saturday here in San Jose. Technically Santa Clara, but the same thing. Okay. Remember to subscribe and think deeply and put your existence first.